This video is brought to you by my lovely patrons over on Patreon. I would like to give a huge shout out to Anina, Clay, Mariah, Maddie, Idali Stray, Thomas, Tara, Zoe, Zuzia, Ainsley, Sabine, Jimma, Bailey, Azzy, Jacqueline, Monica, Jordan, Green, Lizzie, Willow, Danny, Blessing Avery, Maddie, Alexia, B, Max, T, Taylor, M, Lovely, Antonina, Anna, Valen, Ali, Obsessed, Brianna, Nicole, Carnations, Kristen, Tequila, Autumn, Emily, Sarah, Vanessa, Nini, Nura, Matcha, Ava, Yasmin, Leah, Kayla, Ali, Ginny, Vika, Inez, June, Elizabeth, Penguin, Sammy, Roland, Rose, Lydia, Mila, Adrian, Lexi, Bana, Chi, Madison, Beck, Jemiah, Mads, Rachel, Daisy, Honeybee, Jade, Hooves, Rose, Alice, Cadence, Sponge, AJ, Kate, Jay, Praxid, Nicole, Terry, Hallow, Rebecca, Allison, Jacqueline, Jacaria, Mina, Lilith, Ange, Jasmine, Lizard, Kiki, Illyria, Lady Demista, and Zebra. If you would like to support the channel and get some pretty cool perks such as weekly exclusive audios and novel readings, the link is in the description.
It started with a whisper, and that was when I kissed her, and then she made my lips hurt. I could hear the chit chat. Take me to your love shack. Mama's always gonna backtrack, and everybody.
Hi. No, just, I don't know. Whenever I'm in situations that I don't exactly know what's going on, I sing to myself. Kind of helps me calm down, makes me feel less stressed out. Well, you see, the reason I'm singing and trying to de-stress, which would then imply inherent stress, right, is that I don't know what's going on at all, like even remotely, actually. Nope, not a clue. There's this guy, his name began with a J, I think. Yeah, Jamie. I knew the J, and then I thought that it was like J was the first syllable, but I didn't know who it was at all. Oh my god, yeah, that makes sense. You would know that. Hi, my name is Tyler. It is wonderful to meet you. Wonderful to meet you, absolutely, yes. Because I haven't met you before, that is why. I just got here. Not to the party, I mean, my family, just moved here. Like a week ago? So I'm very, very new, and gotta be honest with you, it is really odd here. Well, that would make sense probably because you're accustomed to it, and if I'm assuming you've lived here for a relatively long time. I don't know, just kind of the vibe that everyone gives off, and people have told me that like people come and start their families here and that they just stay here for the rest of their lives. So I don't know, I figured most people, and also everybody here seems to know everybody. Not in an uncanny way, because it can usually come off that way, but in a manner that's more, reassuring that you will become a part of the community. Right. So that Jamie guy, right? Yeah. I have gym class with him in like fourth period, and he just kind of came over and started talking to me. It's really odd because, going into your senior year of high school and transferring to a new school seems like a daunting task to try and make friends. But I don't know, maybe it's because you guys don't really have an influx of people who come in every year, but everybody has come up to talk to me. And Oh, thanks. That's super reassuring. So I'm just kind of like a spectacle. They're looking at me through a glass or whatever. Nah, I'm just joshing. My name's not Josh though. That's a dumb joke. I am sorry that I made that. That was a really, really, really dumb joke. But so I know you're here in this room right now. But what I don't know is why you're here. I promise you, I have absolutely zero idea about what's going on. The moment I stepped foot inside the party, literally, I took off my coat and I hung it up on the coat rack. And Jamie and a couple of other dudes just came over to me and they said, "Hey, we're so glad you're here. We have a surprise for you." And they put me in this room. And I've been here for the past 20 minutes because they told me don't leave. And, I don't really know many people at this party anyway, so where am I going to go? So I've just been here. That would be awesome if you could shed some light on the situation, because I am brutally not in the know. And oh, okay. Is that a real thing? Do people actually do that? I guess I've never has seen it happen before in a real life setting. I always thought it was more of a thing that happened in different media, like movies or TV shows or videos, when the common teenager experience is supposed to be put on screen, and they'll just be like, "Oh, truth or dare, spin the bottle, 7 minutes in heaven." All a bunch of trigger words that will, make sense to some people. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm talking about either, mostly because I'm very nervous now. No, for sure, I was nervous before, but now I'm really very nervous because I don't... No, I'm literally... I don't know who you are. You didn't even tell me your name at all. Oh. That's a... No. That's a very pretty name, and it's not a very conventional. And I that's in the best way possible. Also, that's interesting that they said that my name was Ty. I said, when I introduced myself to them, I was like, "Oh, my name is Tyler, but my friends call me Ty." And then they started calling me Ty, but we're not really friends. Not in a way that I wouldn't want to be friends with them. I don't know if I would want to be friends with them or not, because I have not really had the time to interact with them much or even learn anything about them. But we're not on a basis where they could call me Ty. I can tell you that much for sure. Huh. Okay. Thank you? I'm from the inflection in your voice, I'm going to make the assumption that you meant that in a positive way, right? Okay, yeah. Well, I don't know. Sometimes people are like, "Oh, you're different." And that can have a negative connotation, but I mean, you literally don't know who I am, so what could you have possibly been expecting? Oh. Yeesh. They're that bad? Well, I must say, thank you very much for informing me on that before I decided to get, I literally can't think of another phrase for it, so I'm just going to say it, but you get what I'm saying. Deeper into bed with them, That's not a saying? I swear that's a say. Like in old-timey movies, like getting into bed with the enemy or something like that. I swear that's a saying. Okay, well, that one had more of a quizzical tone to it. I'm good to know. I'm glad to know that I'm different than the guys who are kind of like known as the sex pests. Although that is also very disconcerting that a sex pest could have this many people show up to a party of his. Right? That's not good. But what the second difference sounded like you weren't referring to that. Oh, I don't know. I guess I'm just, again, kind of more of a product of nervousness, but I get kind of chatty when I'm nervous. Oh, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. No, I don't really care about reputations or anything like that. And I've always kind of been that way. I'm just gonna live my life in the way that I want to live my life, and enjoy the things that I want to enjoy, and act the way that I want to act, and people can either get on board with it or not. Also, I have been gifted with a very, very, very broad shoulders, a tall height, and bones that are probably twice your size. Here, hold up your arm, put it right next to mine. Actually, lay it on top of mine. Yeah, just like that. See that wrist bone? That wrist bone is about twice the size of yours. So the point I'm making to say is, if anyone has a problem with that and wants to come to me about it, then we can squabble, essentially. Yeah, that's usually how people react when they first meet me. I give off a very non-threatening aura, but I have boxed for like 6 years, so I know how to knock people out if it's necessary. If they're coming after the people that I care about, if they're No, I lived in a not great neighborhood before we moved here. But my mom got a job promotion, and now we're here, and it's crazy, and it's like super, super different, because I've noticed there are a lot of people who try to act very tough and put on what is very obviously a false persona of what they think that the world wants to see of them, when in all reality, I don't know. I think it's cooler just to be who you are. For example, there's this girl who is in my world geography class, and I think it starts with a J. Yeah, that's exactly it. She's like super short, right? Jill McLaughlin. Yep. We sit next to each other, and we started talking, and it was cool. And she approached me because, once again, apparently you guys just don't get new kids here, new people, whatever. And we started talking, and it was really, really nice. And I started to get her out of the shell, because she had kind of built it up at first. And she eventually revealed to me that she is super into like dinosaurs. And I'm like, that's so cool. That's very interesting. And then once I showed that interest in it, for some reason, you would think that would bring out a person more. That would bring out that aspect of a person. But it just kind of shriveled back up. And she reverted back to that initial state. And I've never gotten her out of it since then. And we have class, 4 out of 5 days a week. So I've talked to her 4 times now. And, it's just sad. I wish that it seems like a lot of these people would be way more cool and way more genuine and way more interesting if they just were who they were and not who anyone else is expecting them to be. And I know that comes off as like cringe, right? You don't think so? No? Well, then maybe you are the perfect person to be in this very, very nice bedroom with me. No, I did not mean it. I didn't mean it in that way. I meant it as in okay, cool. No, I'm down. I teasing is good. Teasing is fun. Is fun. You did scare me half to death, though, honestly. Because I would hate to leave a bad first impression on a person that seems like the most interesting person that I've met here, and the person that I think seems to be completely and utterly themselves and is completely and utterly open to the idea of people being themselves. I like that a lot. Is it working? I will not answer if you do not answer, ma'am. Nope. You will not get a word out of these lips unless you confirm or deny. And I know you asked first, but that's just the way the cookie's gonna crumble. Well, if it is working, then yeah, maybe I am flirting with you. It's not confidence, it's just sussing. Like, I was nervous at first, and then I sussed out how this interaction could possibly go and figured out that you seem not off like most of the people here, and you were very, very, very attractive. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You are very, very, like, it is ridiculous. See, and that's the thing. That's the thing. From the moments that I was outside and not stuck in this bedroom, not literally stuck in the bedroom, but you get it. I saw, and again, I do not want to sound super like anti-feminist or whatever, but there were a lot of women here that were very clearly dressed a certain way, and that's totally fine. All power to them. But to me, there is nothing more attractive than a person who is very evidently confident in their body and doesn't need to show it off in that way. Especially, I'm fine with people showing it off in that way, but considering you told me what the point of these parties are and the people behind these parties, the fact that you would come here just, yeah, I think that's very, very, very attractive. I think you are very attractive. Well, I don't know. See, you're over there and you're sitting by that lamp. You haven't really even gotten a good look at me necessarily. But if you want to, I could walk over there and you could see it a little bit better. Do I have permission to approach the stand, or am I denied? Hi. Yes. Let's go. Man. Yeah, you can have all of the bluster you want, but when you're face to face right here in this moment, you can't blame me for getting a little bit nervous again. So can you remind me what exactly is supposed to happen in a 7 minutes in heaven type situation that has very clearly been longer than 7 minutes? So I'm assuming they're just leaving us in here. Can you remind me of what the protocol is? I seem to have forgotten. Yes, I am basically, and now I am outright asking if I could kiss you. Wow. Yeah, wow. That was something else, right? That was crazy. I'm not gonna say that I've kissed a lot of people, but I've definitely kissed enough people to know how great of a kiss that was. So this may seem very out of the blue, and you can tell me if it is, and you can tell me if it's too out of the blue. Hopefully it's not, though. Now that I know the type of people that are here, my self-proclaimed friend Jamie is a sex pest, and how about we be anywhere but here? I have yet to really see the town. Yeah, the whole week I've just gone to school, come back and unpacked, and this is the first night out, so no, I have a car. Yeah, I do have a car. I do. So what do you say we literally run and get the heck out of here? And you can maybe show me around. Jamie told me that there's a wonderful, wonderful downtown of this little city. But again, I don't trust Jamie, but if you say that it's true, I trust you very much. Sure, do you want me to go down and get your coat for you? Or do you need your purse or anything? I guess one more couldn't hurt, I guess. We are here after all, and that is what it seems to be suggesting, isn't it? All right. Now let's get out of here because I am starving. Seriously, I have not eaten all day and I need something inside of my stomach immediately. Listen, I'm not trying to sound like bougie or anything like that, but I will say your school lunches suck. Nuts. They are awful. They are terrible. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna subject myself to cardboard pizza. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I wish I could.
And I wanna work, but I'm too jaded. And I guess all of it just makes me feel so small. I guess I'm doing pretty well.